What's up, everybody? It's your girl Chanté back with another episode of Chatting with Chanté. How in the world are y'all doing? Me, I am doing fabulous. So your girl, the weather's been changing. It's been getting colder. It's been raining. So your girl has a little bit of a little sniffle. So bear with me. But how have y'all been? So I know, judging by the title, it's been a good minute since I've come to y'all with a video about some different book recommendations. Y'all know how much I love to read. And the last video I did like this was so long ago, where I gave y'all a whole bunch of book recommendations and y'all really liked it. Y'all blew that video up. So I was like, let me go ahead and give y'all another one. Now I have, fewer books here, but they're still really, really good. And also, if you see my mirror just propped up right here, I did have it hanging up, but I need a more secure placement for it, so just ignore that, okay? But if y'all are looking to get into some good books by some Black authors, urban fiction genre up in there, then stay tuned. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified when I drop a video. Grab your snacks, grab your drinks, prop your feet up, and let's get it. Let's go. I kind of had to switch the angles a little bit. Hopefully it's not too much of a difference, but if y'all can see my setup. But anyway, so yes, these are urban fiction books. I do read all types of books, so I will have plenty of other recommendations from other types of genres and authors and stuff like that. But it's just something about that good old urban fiction. It's just a good old escape, right? So these are some of my absolute favorite books. So if you watched that other video I did when I gave you the rundown of my other favorite books like the urban fiction genre, then I mentioned there's two books that really started the whole urban fiction, street fiction genre of books. So I talked about one, and I'm going to talk about the other one because, of course, it's a classic. You can't talk about urban fiction, Black books, without talking about the OG, okay? I'm talking about Fly Girl by Omar Tyree, and yes, I actually am rereading it just because it's a good coming of age type of a story about this young girl named Tracy who's used to going, things going her way, getting everything she wants, just spoiled, she'll get up in your face if she has to, and she don't take no mess, okay? Real sweet, real sassy, real smart, and so this is just us, following her journey as she's growing up in this lifestyle, going through the different changes. And again, it's a good coming of age story. So if you haven't been reading urban fiction, you kind of want an introduction to it and stuff like that, yes, this is a really good one. More so, I think they classified it as more so a young adult fiction, but still urban. But yeah, it's a good coming of age story, so this is always a good introduction. People say that this is the book that really got them into reading. So it did come out in the early 90s, but it's based in like the 80s, I want to say. So yeah, you get that throwback feel, and I'll have a better image of the book here. But yes, the OG, the classic, you got to start here, okay? You have to start here. So Omar Tyree's Fly Girl, a classic. Now we're gonna get into the drama, okay? We're gonna get into some drama. So when you think of like street fiction books and the characters, getting into like the drug business, the gang banging, the shoplifting, all that other type of stuff, right? It's usually the male characters who are doing that. If there are women characters in the books, they're the girlfriends, the sisters, they're supporting roles. So in this case, Cartier Cartel by Nisa Santiago, it's about these teenage girls who are doing all the grit, all the grime, all the dirty work to get ahead in life, basically. So the main character is Cartier, okay, and she's, in the projects in New York, and her mom stays out all hours of the night with different men. There's never any food in the house. She has no money. She's tired of looking raggedy, wearing the same busted outfits and stuff like that. So she gathers up her clique, her girlfriends, and they come up with this boosting scheme. So they team up with these other girls who are more experienced in boosting meaning shoplifting. So they go into these high retail places, they snag all the stuff, and some things they sell to make a profit so they can have some money, and then other things like the real nice stuff they keep for themselves so that way they can be flossing in the neighborhood, rocking the hottest outfits, right? So after a while they kind of get tired of that because it's not it's not as exciting, as not bringing in as much money as they would like, especially since they have to split it, amongst all five of them. So they're like, okay, how about we get into the drug selling business? Okay, so the thing with that is you can't just claim a territory on the block and start selling drugs. No, you can't do that, acting like you're running something. So that is when the real issues start. I mean, the issues start before then too, but this is what really drives the wedge in between the group. And greed and power tripping, money hungry, all that plays a part in this book, right? So betrayal, lust, sex, jail, killing, just a whole bunch of grit and grime, okay? So if you like the street fiction side of urban fiction, then this is a good one, especially if you want a different twist, because again, like I said, it's usually the men who are doing these things, but in this case, it starts off with them being around 15, 16-year-old girls and journeying through their young adulthood years. So yeah, now this is the first book in the series, but I just wanted to show you the first one. And if you like it, then you can check out the other books too. So again, Cartier Cartel by Nisa Santiago. So this book here, I actually just did a TikTok video a couple of days about this book, just because, so it's not street fiction or anything like that. It's just drama filled, okay? Drama filled. So if you like not romance, I mean, I guess it's a love story kind of, well, not really, but you know, if you like that, if you're not into like the street fiction, like the drugs and the violence and stuff, but you still want to read the urban fiction, the drama and stuff like that, this will be a good book for you. So this is Message from a Mistress by Neobia Bryant, and this is also the first book in its series. Now this title may seem familiar to some people just because they did turn this book into a movie some years back. I'm not sure how many years, but it's been a few years since they, you know, turned it into a movie. So basically, you have 4 best friends, lifelong best friends, okay? Now, 3 of the 4 women are married, and Jessa, who is the main, you know, character, she is not married. So on this particular day, you know, the 3 husbands, they're out having a guy's day, you know, fishing, doing what they do. And the women are meeting up, you know, to have them a good old girlfriend's day, right? So everyone's there except for Jessa. So they're like, where is Jessa? Like, what's going on? And then they get this, you know, cryptic but straight to the point message from Jessa, basically saying, I've been sleeping with one of y'all's husbands, and at the end of the day, he's coming home to me, okay? Sorry it had to be that way, but that's how it is. So they're all like, now wait a minute, because she doesn't specify whose husband, she don't specify nothing. She's just saying, when you notice that your man ain't home later on, just know he's the man I'm with, right? And so they're all like, first of all, it's a shock factor because this is one of our best friends and she's been sleeping with one of our husbands for however long. But then 2, it's causing each of the women to kind of reflect back on their own marriages because they've been having rough patches in their own relationships. And it's like, okay, like the arguments we had, was that enough for him to cheat? He's been acting weird lately. Like, is he cheating on me? So it's just a journey of, you know, a peek into their own marriages and stuff like that, trying to see whose husband she's been sleeping with. And again, it's not just going to get all resolved in one book. So of course you got to check out the series. I do have the other books, but I just want to show you, you know, the first book, so that way you can get the introduction of it. But yeah, Message from a Mistress, straight up drama feel. Because like I said on my TikTok, imagine you get all dolled up, you kiss your husband goodbye for the day, planning on seeing him later, okay? And you get there to meet your girlfriends for brunch. You get there, one of your girlfriends running late, and then y'all get in the group chat, I've been sleeping with one of y'all's husbands. Figure it out. Deal with it.
Say what now?
Don't you know that brunch spot will be a burnt egg? It will be burnt toast. Like, no, well, we ain't. I'm getting ready to order me another mimosa, and I look in the group chat, and Jessa talking about, girl, I might be sleeping with your husband. No, ma'am. So drama. But I would say if you get this book, go ahead and get the other one too, just so you can go ahead and finish this up and grab the other one, because juicy. Another drama filled, not really so much on the street fiction side of urban fiction, but still drama filled. This book right here, when I read this, oh my goodness, these books, the thing I have in common with these books is these are books that I've read over and over. You know how we have like our comfort shows, our comfort movies and stuff like that. I also have comfort books, and well, these are good, you know, for car rides, trips, plane rides, you know, stuff like that. Or if you're in between books and you don't want to start a whole new series, like a commitment to a new series, you kind of go back to your old faves. Yeah, this is one of them. So this is The Ultimate No-No by Tamika Newhouse. Child, I need this to be a movie, like literally. So this is about a woman named Dahlia. Okay, Dahlia, however you want to pronounce it. And 4 years ago, she had this bad breakup with this guy named Troy. Now, Troy's the heartthrob. He's the ladies' man, the player. He's known for breaking hearts, right? And of course, Dahlia was so head over heels for him, just willing to do everything, just so blinded by love. And she ends up getting her heart broken. So here we are 4 years later, and she is still not over it. So she comes up with this plan. So she wants to get one of her best friends, okay, who is Nitra. She's like, okay, Nitra girl, this man over here played with me, and he's been doing this to a lot of other women, and I'm tired of him getting away with it, okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to meet him, introduce yourself, flirt with him, and, you know, seduce him, but not too far, because that's still my man in my head. But no, I want you to, you know, make him fall for you. So Dahlia wants Nitra to put it on Troy, so that way he can fall for her and get all wrapped up in her. And then she wants Nitra to drop him, so that way he can get played, so that way he can get a taste of his own medicine. Now, she doesn't really tell Nitra the whole reasoning as to why she's so hell-bent on this, and we do find out why she's so adamant. But she's just, you know, basically the surface level is he's a player. He's done this one too many times, and he can't keep getting away with this. He needs to see how it feels. So she wants her best friend, Nitra, to, you know, act like she likes him and things like that. So that way she can drop him like a bad habit, and boom. And it seems like a cool plan. I mean, it seems like a cool plan until it ain't. Until it's not. And baby, the drama, because what was supposed to be a solid, quick plan goes all the way left. Things that Dahlia was not expecting to happen is happening, and I think you can kind of guess like the direction it could be going in. Oh, but trust me, the layers of drama that are in these pages, y'all, this needs to be a movie. I'm pretty sure there is a movie that's kind of, you know, something like it, but I need these characters, this writing, this author to turn this into a movie if it hasn't already been. Okay, The Ultimate No-No by Tamika Newhouse, baby. This book right here had me like the literal, like from page to page, just cover to cover, like. So yeah. And then lastly, okay, I didn't want to make this video too long, but y'all, I have books to last me to do videos for the rest of the year, okay? So don't even worry. But I've spoken about this author before, you know, on my other page and in other videos and stuff like that. So I'm talking about Zane. Now, when you hear the name Zane when it comes to books, it's those books that if you're not of age, you gotta wait till your parents go into a deep sleep, and even then you gotta sneak and read it under your comforter with the flashlight. You don't want to get caught in public with this book. Like, this is the book you gotta keep on the hush hush. Anything that got Zane name on it, yeah, even if you are of age. I'm 26 and I still be like, oh, wait a minute, okay. So I would say if you're not someone who likes a lot of sexual things in reading, then you may or may not be into Zane. I'm not gonna say you're not gonna be into her, but you know, she doesn't shy back. She doesn't hold anything back when it comes to the explicit levels. So she's more so like erotic fiction under the urban fiction category. I feel like urban fiction has like, it's urban fiction, but it has like subcategories as well. So you have your contemporary love stories, then you have like your street fiction, like the gang banging, the drugs, the violence, all that type of stuff. And then you have like that erotic side, you know what I'm saying, that may have other factors with the other categories, but it's real like graphic, okay? Like, oh, should I be reading this in public? Should I be doing this? You know, it has those type of levels too. So you can find books that you'll like, just, you know, you just gotta try them out. So with this book by Zane, The Other Side of the Pillow, I vividly remember reading this my freshman year of college, which is when I was reading a lot of Zane's books. That's when I really got into her, back in 2014. And I think that's when this book actually came out. So it was really new when I, you know, started reading it. So this one is more so of a love story. You know what I'm saying? It does have its, you know, explicit moments, but you know, it's still centered around a true love story as well. So The Other Side of the Pillow, I actually really do love this book, right? So basically you have this woman named Gemistry, and she's at a point in her life where she's done with men, okay? She feels all men are the same. All men are dogs. She is tired of being toyed with. She is tired of having her heart broken. She don't want to, you know, open herself up to another man. Like, she's just over it, right? So this one night she's at this poetry club, and she gets up there to recite an original piece that she wrote, and basically it's just dogging men, like, all men ain't ish, y'all all the same, I don't like y'all, you know, that type of a poem. So all the men in the audience like, girl, we don't even know you, like, what did we do? You know, they're all taken aback, except for one man who's, you know, watching her, and that is when this fine man right here, so here's Jimmy, I'm assuming it should be Gemistry. Here's Gemistry, and then we got Tevin, Dr. Tevin, okay? And so he's just, you know, listening to her poem, just watching her, and he's seeing well beneath the surface. Like, all the other men are just offended that, you know, all men are dogs type of thing. But he's like, okay, this is a woman who's been broken and battered, and she's turning bitter because of it. So, like, she you know what I'm saying? She deserves real love, basically. So he's at a point in his life where he's tired of playing games. He's tired of, you know, just different women and stuff like that. He really wants to settle down. So basically it's a tale of, you know, you having a man who really wants to commit to a woman who sees well beneath the surface, who really wants to get to know her. But the woman that he's pursuing is someone who is kind of shutting herself off from men, right? So that's the love story aspect. And, you know, you're rooting for them to get together because you know he's a good guy. And yeah, they have their past things that they're not proud of and stuff like that that get revealed. But, you know, at the end of the day, you're kind of rooting for them. But it's not just that easy of a cakewalk. Of course, there's drama. That's when, you know, her best friend, Winsome, I believe her name is Winsome. She's like the complete opposite of Gemistry. Gemistry is like a, you know, career woman, real status, real proper and well postured and, you know, stuff like that. Versus her best friend, she's like, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Where's the party? Where's the sex? Like, let's, you know. So, and this isn't a spoiler. This is in the synopsis of the book. But, you know, Gemistry does, you know, see things. She sees Winsome and Tevin in a very questionable situation, right? So that's where drama ensures and stuff like that. But it's such a good book. I love this book, okay? This could be a movie too. All these books could really be movies, actually. Well, they did it with this one. But yeah, all these can be movies. Wasn't there a Fly Girl movie? Am I making that up? Please tell me there's a Fly Girl movie. If someone knows, please tell me. I feel like I've seen video clips about something about a Fly Girl movie. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. But the rest of these that haven't been turned into movies, please do so. That is the end of this video. Again, I didn't want to make it too long, even though we can go on and on and on when it comes to books. But I hope I gave y'all some good recommendations. And y'all, please send me some recommendations. Comment and stuff like that. Tag me in videos if we can still do that. I don't know. But I will catch y'all in the next video. Okay, I'm going to take me some little cough medicine and get into bed. But I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Love y'all. Bye.